Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. It's Celine Driver once again bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is not mine. This watch is in a very big box. Can't fit it all on camera. It is a watch that I obtained from a collector that I know. And it's a watch from a very famous watchmaker. I'll just lift the camera up here so you can see the top of the box. It's, I don't know, I've heard it pronounced multiple ways. Blancpain. I always said Blancpain, but Blancpain, whatever. Pardon me. They are one of the oldest, pardon me again, one of the oldest dive watch makers out there. In fact, they are credited with one of the first dive watches ever made way back, before I was even born. And I've seen dive watches from them in many different colorways, but not this particular one. It's a limited edition colorway, and I thought it was very unique, and I wanted to share it with you folks. So I'm going to take this out of its outer box, and you can see it's a, well, there's the logo right there. It's a one of those dive equipment style cases, and we'll get into that in a minute. And inside the box is a ton of goodies. I mean, Blancpain, whatever, really goes all out with the goodies here. I'll move that back for a second. First of all, you have this card here, which is a calendar of sorts. I'm really not sure what it's supposed to show. You get the international warranty card. You get limited production certificate showing that this watch is number 207 out of 500. You get a diver's logbook. You can log your dives in this book if you want to. You get the general information, the date, the dive number, location, etc., etc. You have a instruction book with a nice cardboard sleeve, and you have this technical and service booklet where the pages, you can insert pages into these plastic protectors, I guess, so you can track the service of the watch. Service certificates, all kinds of great stuff. You get a polishing cloth. One of these is the receipt for the watch. I'm not going to show that. And a registration card. You can send that off. So Blancpain, a lot of stuff in the box. So that's kind of neat. But inside the plastic foam-lined case, you can see there's what we're looking for. Oh, and of course, there was an assortment of hang tags and plastics and things like that, which again, all part of the kit. And inside the protective travel roll, finally, we get to the watch. Now, most of the Blancpains, whatever, that I've seen out in the wild have been, a lot of them have been blue and black and green. Never saw one in this what they call desert colorway. I think the Zelos, I think it was a black tip. Might have been a black tip, I think, was done in this colorway as well. There's a similarity there. But here we have the Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe Day Date Desert Limited Edition. And this is number 207 out of 500. There were only 500 of these produced worldwide. This is number 207. I believe it says that somewhere on the back here. Although with my crappy eyesight, oh, there it is. That might be it right there. Yep, right there. Beautiful, beautiful higher end dive watch. Beautiful, smooth bezel action, not too chatty, and definitely a firm lock-in. It's 120 click bezel. You can see absolutely no slop in the line. When you stop and lock it down to its position, it stays there. Nice corn edge on the bezel. Exhibition case back, as you already saw. Custom rotor. Well, the whole movement is an in-house caliber. I mean, Blancpain makes their own movements, so this is an in-house caliber. We'll get into all that in a minute. This is reference number 50521146E52A, just in case you were at all curious about that. Sign crown. You have a sailcloth upper strap, leather line on the bottom, so it's nice and easy on the skin, which, as well, for me, sailcloth against the skin is just like sandpaper. An authentic Blancpain strap, signed pin buckle, stainless steel. The case is stainless steel as well. Kind of a matte finish to it all, so it definitely is a dive watch. I mean, I've seen a lot of dive watches. I own a lot of dive watches that are quite shiny and flashy, and they look great and polished and beautiful. And every barracuda in the known universe is going to come after you with that kind of watch on under the water. And we all love barracudas when they've got four wheels and a big Hemi under the hood. But a barracuda under the water is about a 4-foot long silvery fish. About 3 of those 4 feet are teeth. So a lot of people fear sharks. Fear a barracuda. Do not go diving underwater with shiny stuff on your body. There's a reason that scuba equipment is matte finish. I'm putting this on my wrist so we can get a wrist shot. On my 7 1/4 inch wrist, this watch fits beautifully. It is right in the sweet spot for me personally in terms of how big the watch is. Got straight lugs, and with this strap, the strap falls straight down from the case, so it fits beautifully. It is not a small watch, but the owner of this watch has a very small wrist, about 6.5 inch, and it looks good on him. So I'd say a 6.5 inch wrist, you could get away with that. Not much smaller than that, because this is a bigger watch. And we'll get into how big right now, I think, because I have my sheet of facts here. So I can go over the particulars of the watch with you. As I said, this is the 50 Fathoms Bathyscaphe Day Date, the Desert Edition, which is a limited edition of 500 pieces. This is number 207. The in-house caliber movement is a 1315DD. It's mostly hidden under bridges, heavily jeweled bridges. You can see the balance wheel banging away there. It is an automatic, you can see with the blackened rotor. So it is a self-winder, although you can wind it manually if you want. Screw-down case, well, obviously it's a screw-down case, but it's screw-down crown. It disengages with an audible pop, and you can feel it. Very tactile. First click out sets date and day. Second click out hacks the movement and allows you to set the time. Push it all back in, she fires right up. A little push inward, couple of turns. You get your water resistance back. Steel case, as I said. Steel pin and buckle. A steel bezel, coin edge bezel, with a ceramic insert. Sailcloth strap with the leather on the underside. Very nice kind of dark chocolate colored underside. It's very soft. Sapphire crystal front and rear, as you would expect at this price point. And the very nice, I like it, day complication. Some folks are less than thrilled with having a day and date on the dial. I am fine with it. It is a 43 millimeter case, so it's not terribly big. It's for me, and I like the 41 to 44, maybe 45 on the outside diameter. 40 to 45 is generally where my collection is. 42 to 44 is what I call, for me, the sweet spot. Those are the watches that fit me best. I do have some watches that are bigger and some watches that are smaller, but I generally stay in the 40 to 45 range. 14.2 millimeters thick. The case size and the thickness and the lug width I got all from Blancpain's website. I did measure the lug to lug myself. My caliper came out to 49.75 millimeter. And the width here is 23 millimeters on the lug. Now, why? I mean, the standards are 18, 20, 22, 24. Not a lot of 24s out there, admittedly, but the even numbers are the standards. Why Seiko continues to do it and why Blancpain does it is beyond me. It's not like they're going to be proprietary because it's a straight lug design with no goofy stuff in the middle, like you say, Ulysses Nardin, that make you buy straps and stuff from them. You can buy straps for this watch. They're standard lug. I guess you either go 22 and have a little gap on either side, which for me wouldn't bother me, or you go 24 and trim it down a little bit. But why they go 23 millimeter, I have no idea. And being a dive watch, it has a 300 meter water resistance. So this is a true diver. Take it underwater, snorkel with it, dive with it, swim with it, take a shower with it, do whatever. As long as that crown is screwed down and the integrity of the rear gasket hasn't been compromised, this watch is going to hold up to water. So have your fun with it. Being that the strap is sailcloth, it is water resistant. However, the underside being leather, that might be a problem. Maybe you might want to put this thing onto a silicone rubber strap or an FKM, or get a universal mesh bracelet. And I think this would look fantastic on a black mesh or a black standard bracelet. That's kind of up to you. I think this watch as it stands is a good sport watch, but with that leather lining on the underside of the strap kind of takes away from the dive capability of it, the swim capability of it. But hell, you can pick up FKM straps on Amazon for $20 or so. So it's not a big deal. And I'm sure that if you want to stay with a Blancpain strap or bracelet, I'm sure that they have stuff on their website to accommodate you. I really like this watch. I'm enjoying wearing it. I really appreciate being allowed to have it for a little while. It's going to be a shame to give it back up. But I will, because that's the deal. You got to give it back. If you borrow it, you got to give it back. I hope you found this video to be entertaining, useful, informative. If you did, I'd appreciate clicking that thumbs up button for me. That does help with the YouTube search algorithm and brings people to the channel, and I'm all about that. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me, I am going to, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I'll simply delete the comment and I will block the commenter. There's always one. If you're new to the channel, of course, I do welcome you. I'm glad you stopped by. Glad you found me. I do have a lot of videos out there. I'm approaching 600 videos as I make this on the channel, so feel free to watch as many as you want. All I ask in return is please click that red subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new videos or when I go ahead and do a live stream, you will be alerted. Finally, as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It's not getting any less crazy, folks. If you watch TV or go outside and look around, you'll see I ain't kidding. So please, when you're out there, be safe, be careful, stay well. I'll see you soon.